Nobody here has ever had a bad result. Nobody has had a client react to a side effect.
Your arrogance here is breathtaking. You take no responsibility.
For her body's reaction to a medicine, it only just came on the market.
She has come up in a number of my sessions as well. It's become a part of the environment here.
I have clients who are afraid to take their medications. We have the state board here. It's on the nightly news.
Look, I spoke with her lawyer and the DA. We worked it out. She's taking an NGRI. She's going to hospital for observation. It's behind us. It's all gonna go away.
Bullshit, John. It is splashed all over you. It's gonna follow you around forever.
What about when you each watch this movie alone? I don't know who you see it with when you're looking at it for the first time. And you look at yourselves on screen. Are you critical of yourself when you watch you? Or can you sit back and say, pretty good?
I'm immensely critical. I find it really hard. I mean, I've learnt to sort of watch and see the film as a whole, and get a feeling as to whether I really think it's worked. But I'm usually almost doing that, going like that to myself.
Really, just
a little bit, just sort of subconsciously. But then I can see it again, and sometimes. But it usually takes someone else to say, oh, no, that bit's good, you're good in that bit. And I'm like, yeah, what have I done?
Or if you watch it like a few years later.
That's
and
often
you feel like
easy,
a different person, so
yes,
there's
that's
separation.
True. A bit of separation.
But otherwise, it's like hearing your voice on the answering machine, you know? It's quite awful. At least I think it's quite awful. I'm super critical. I don't even really, I'm really critical.
I prefer it with, if I'm playing, it's easier if you're playing quite a, if you're playing a character that required some kind of transformation with,
or an accent or something,
or accent or weight. I mean, because to me those
Is
layers,
that easier?
yeah, I
So
find
much
that
easier.
those layers
Really?
separate you from the part, and you can, and yet strangely you can reveal more of yourself. Because if you're kind of wearing, you know, I don't know what, a wig and a false nose or whatever, and I'm doing a strange voice, you can reveal a lot more.
Yeah.
Which makes it easier in a strange way. It's harder sometimes being. Like Banks was quite tricky and has been hard to watch because it's my voice. It's sort of modern day. There are not a huge amount of things that obviously separate him from me.
Well, then let me ask this about the movie, about side effects, without you each talking about you. I'll start with you, Jude, and just say, when you look at side effects and you're looking at Rooney, is there a moment in this, there's probably many moments, but is there a moment in this that resonates with you personally watching her?
Yeah, many. But I mean, the film affects on that level throughout to me because it deals with sadness, as I said before,
that we have to wipe out.
That we have to wipe out. In this situation, it deals with acute sadness, so clinically depression, and it also deals with the complexity of how we kind of mask truths, and I mean I found it incredible working across from you because I found it hard to read her, which I've realised is clearer when you watch it as an audience member, but sometimes as an actor, it kept me really on my toes, and that's an exciting feeling. I think if you settle in, you sometimes feel like the energy's dead, and I didn't ever feel that with Rooney, and I felt the same when I was watching it. It kind of kept me intrigued.
So see, you're bringing us to you. We have to try to figure you out. That's what that is. What about Jude? What about
Well, I haven't
looking
seen
at
the
him?
film yet.
You just
So I only
can't
have
get an
the
invite. You
so I
really
only-
just can't. Really, I
It's so
think somebody
popular.
should arrange
Hard.
that. Right, everybody is just lined up, and you can't go yet. Is that a purposeful thing, that you're trying not to, or that you're just doing 11 movies at the same time?
I don't like to see things unfinished because it's so hard to watch yourself to begin with, and I don't know. I just haven't seen it yet. I'll probably see it in the theater when it opens. I don't like to watch it like at a premiere. With all the people you made it with. It's just I like to just kind of sneak in and watch it with a real audience.
Real people, as opposed to those people
as opposed
that are
to
there.
Fake people.
You can kind of blend in with the crowd.
Yeah.
And not have any.
That's the best way to see films anyway.
Yeah.
Sitting in empty screening theaters, I find that odd because I grew up. I love going to the cinema. So you got to kind of get back to the way you. I mean, I'm like you. I like going
Yeah.
in, paying my £10 or whatever.
No, it's kind of great,
Getting
except
loads of
that
that.
people would have this, then
Yeah.
they have nachos now, and
Yeah.
they eat every other kind of thing, and they're on their
Chewing.
cell phones, and there's a lot of other
Oh, no,
reasons
I won't
that
put up
would
with
make
that.
it. Wouldn't you?
No, no.
Would you become violent
I'd
in the
become
theater
like my
and say,
father.
"Give me
No, just lots of shh, shh.
I do that too.
You
But that creates violence. People go, "Don't shut me up! How dare you? This is like
take
movie
your
etiquette."
telephone outside.
Yeah, really.
That's me being my dad. by
I
the
know,
way.
and
It's
it
not
was
the way I
quite
say it.
stern. It was just quite stern. How did you two grow up with movies? What was it like? What were you seeing?
I grew up. I was seeing my relationship with films. I was very lucky. I had a mum who was totally into foreign cinema and art house. So she was like taking me to this little cinema in the centre of town to watch, like the 400 Blows and La Dri di Biciclette and you know, Fellini specials and stuff like that. And my dad who'd take me to see like Rocky 2 and Wild Geese and, you know, so
So it was good.
It
Sounds
was a
like
really
massive
good mix.
schizophrenia
I'd go
to
with
me.
Dad and
Just-
eat loads of rubbish food and then my mum, and so I feel like I grew up loving both. But I used to bunk school and go to the cinema like 3 times a day. I was completely obsessed.
That's it, children out there. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Instead, basically, cut class and just go to the movies. That's what
Yeah,
happened.
you can't do that.
Was
anymore.
this the same with you?
My mom used to make us watch old movies all the time. You know, like we watched.
Make you? That
She would
sounds-
make us, yeah. Like we'd watch
Sit there.
Rebecca or Gone with the Wind or Bringing Up Baby.
I like her taste. That's
No,
pretty good.
yeah, they're great.
You know, if I had to be forced to see something.
Totally.
Yeah.
But like I'd be home from school with pneumonia and she'd like go to Blockbuster and rent all these movies and she'd rent like foreign films. Meanwhile, I'm like laying there, I can like barely open my eyes, like because I'm sick. And so she has all these like black and white foreign films, but she introduced me to a lot of great films.
Well, we always end this show, called Popcorn, in song. Rooney knows this, although she gave me a
I
really hard
refused.
time. Did you? Wasn't it
Oh, man.
refusal? Oh, you can't. You were in the youth theater,
Are you clearing
music.
your throat?
I've seen you in the talented Mr. Ripley. I know about it. You could have. How many times did you sing "Hey Jude" to him on
Never.
the set?
But I
No,
would sing it in my
there's
head.
A rider, there's a rider.
It says
I would sing it
nobody
in my
can do
head,
that?
It
though.
warns everyone.
But weren't you named after that?
I was. Thank God it's a good song, huh?
It's such a
It's a great
Can you
song.
imagine if it was a real stinker?
Yeah, it could have been Hey,
Imagine
anything else.
being named after like a really bad song.
It's one of my favorites.
Rooney,
Yeah,
I
it's a
can
good
do a
song.
little beat thing for you, like.
No, I'm not going to sing.
Oh,
Hey
come on,
Jude.
just that
No way.
slightest.
I
need
think
humming.
you should sing.
I'll do it. I could do "Hey Jude."
Keep going.
Don't make it bad. Come on.
Take a sad song and make it better.
Only you.
There, come on, Rooney. Come
No,
on.
you don't wanna
This is
hear
your
me
chance.
sing.
We can do that.
One
What's
phrase.
What's the refrain we can do? We can do la la
La la la la
There's
la.
no way we're gonna get
Rooney,
you
this will
to
get
do
you on
anything.
stage.
No,
This will
I want
do
to
it.
do no singing. When I do theater, it's going to be straight drama, no singing.
You told me you went to
I
Rent
love
and Les
musical
Miserables
theater.
a
I
billion
love it.
times, and you can't do it.
I can't.
You'll never sing. I refuse to accept it.
Not on
and
the spot.
even
Not
though
without preparation.
they've been kind of impossible to me, I'm still telling you, you need to see Side Effects. This is a good movie for right now. So thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
both
you.
for
Thank
being
you.
here. Look at, I could see it. You wanted to do it.
I do.
felt
I'll do
that
it
you
later when I'm in
wanted
the
to do
shower or
it.
in the car.
And it'll just be.
Next time I come, I'll bring a pre-recorded.
Yeah, just mime.